Beautiful day today. Guys, it is 74 degrees.
Do we see this right now?
It's crazy because it's only been 6 days of spring, but I guess it's because the winter slump was like pretty bad this year. Well, in my eyes it was. And now that we're finally getting like a taste of like the warm weather, we are so back, guys. So it's actually been a while since I played basketball. I mean, I shot hoops like the other day, but it's been a long time since I consistently played basketball. Last summer, I played a lot of basketball. A couple straight days in a row, it would become like routine and I loved it. And now, 70-degree weather, might have to make a trip to the courts. Yeah, but it's been a long time, so I might have to shake some rust off. Now, let's see if we still got it. All right, there are some things I want to take care of first before we leave. I still got to eat. 3:14. No meal yet. Probably gonna cook something up. And lastly, right behind me is a mess of a room. So I would love to clean this up so that when I do leave for basketball, I come back home to a somewhat cleaner room. Especially if I'm gonna edit a video later, you know. I tend to work better when my space is not looking this messy. So a lot to do before we head out to the basketball courts. So let's be a little productive. Let's go.
Change of heart, I felt different at first. Lot of pain, lot of hurt, but still could have been worse. In a big city in pole position when you reverse. She had the new convertible, the little Uzi vert. Down payment on the cost of your love and on a purse. Go to work or whatever she said, whatever works. Unemployed early in the story, I was starting off.
So we have 20 minutes-ish to kill while we wait for these wings to air fry. So let's kill some time. How should we kill this time? So since I'm filming a video, posting a video every week for the rest of 2026, I figured, you know, why not show you guys the gear I'm using to do all this? You know, maybe some of you out there want to get started or are just curious about the things I use. I have splurged on a lot of camera gear throughout the years. The main thing I learned is that you want the things that reduce the friction between whatever video idea you have to actually making the video. And the best way to do so is to have gear that doesn't make you struggle or make you like, it's just a pain to carry all the time, aka super heavy lenses. For example, I love this lens and honestly, let me not talk shit about it because it's one of the greatest lenses ever. The 24-70 G Master 2 I've been using for a bunch of travel stuff, B-roll. I love it because it covers basically any focal length that you need. You can get any shot you basically want to get. The main con is that it's heavy, it's chunky. It's not like the worst thing ever, but it's like if I'm gonna go film a run and gun vlog, document life, it becomes a hassle to like carry something like this on my small camera. So what am I using? I'm gonna be using mainly 2 lenses and an action cam. Let's get the action cam out the way. I use the DJI Action 4 Pro. I really like this because it's smaller than the phone. Honestly, this and my iPhone are like interchangeable. They have similar quality. But what I like about this the most is that it wirelessly links with the DJI mics if you have them. Relates to what I was saying before because it's very quick, it's very small and not a hassle to carry around. It's literally this small. Like, come on. And for the 2 lenses, I am using 2 small lenses, 2 prime lenses actually. Both serve different purposes. So the first one I'm gonna show you is the 11mm APS-C lens. It is that lens that kind of gives like that fisheye vignette effect at times, but I like it because it's very small and very compact. So, and paired with it is a lens that's not too much bigger than it. It's honestly like just this. This is the 35mm full frame 1.8 Sony lens. Why I chose this one to pair with the 11mm. 11mm can seem too wide at times. I think it's perfect for like vlogging, capturing landscapes or city or whatever. But when it comes to B-roll in general, I will resort to this one. 35mm is honestly my favorite focal length. So when I was using my 24-70, I would often observe between the 24 to 35 to 50 and the 70 which focal length I would use the most, and it was 35. So I was like, you know what, why not get 35mm that is quite almost half the size of this 24-70 and pair it with my 11mm. So these are the 2 lenses that I'm going to be experimenting, really just using to see if I have the best run and gun process with these 2 lenses in my action cam. Other than that, I do use the DJI Mic 2s charging right now, but that's what I am recording audio on right now. But don't get me wrong, I want to clear this up and say this real quick. I think this was my main mistake. Don't feel pressured to buy the most expensive gear thinking that's gonna make the biggest difference and make you a video god, because it really just comes from how you make the video, and you can make great videos with the shittiest camera. to be frank. I'm sure you hear this a lot, but it's very true. You know, you should start with the gear that you do have already. You know, the iPhones are crazy nowadays. Honestly, that is actually what I used to shoot my early videos on, and fun fact, the most popular video on my channel is actually shot on the iPhone. So rather than focusing on gear, maybe just focus on improving your video editing skills and most importantly, your storytelling skills. I think those are the things that are gonna make you stick out from the bunch of videos that are flooding YouTube, not the gear that you have. So yeah, go make that video, guys. Go make that video.
This time it's taking over. Outer space going solar. Back then they showed no love. Punch drunk, hungover. Punch drunk, hungover, love.
Oh! Really, Keo?
Okay, so like I said, this was the first time in a while I was playing basketball like that. But yeah, definitely a lot of rust, as you see in these clips. Definitely got fouled there, but okay, here I was open. Should have made that. Same thing here. Should have made that.
Stop recording at this point.
Yeah, what he said. But yeah, it was basically just brick after brick this day. Not a good look, but definitely have to get back in the lab this summer and work on everything because yeah, no, I don't know what I'm watching, but this was just bad.
I'm trying to be a more aggressive basketball player. So fun fact, I used to play basketball in like school teams, nothing serious. It was like the elementary school team. I didn't make the high school team, sadly. I would always be the kid on the team who would look to pass it all the time. I was the point guard, so I would bring the ball up across the court and pass it right away. There was a star player on our team and there was one game he didn't go. Obviously, he took like all the shots, so someone had to like fill in for all that shot volume that was gonna be missing. And I remember I was dribbling the ball and I had an opening. It was like a floater and I took it. Like that memory is like vivid in my brain. Before I took that shot too, like I remember hearing all the time like, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, every time I would get the ball. Cause I was just, again guys, I was known to like never shoot the ball like that. Like I was just so scared. I think I went through that season without a single point, but that's okay.
All right guys, it's a new day, a week later. Let's try to put our words into action and be aggressive this game. Goal, 5 shots.
Need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat of the mic, he feels so unlike everybody else, alone in spite of.
You know, I realized that basketball is a game of confidence, and I realized that whenever I would practice alone or take shots alone, and I would always make them, but when it came to the game, for some reason my shot just disappeared. And I feel like I just needed to force myself to be more confident in my skills and all that when it came to playing in actual games. And I think that's what I'm trying to do this summer. And it was at that moment when I forced myself to start being more confident in my game, confident in my shot, my skills, that I started to see some shots finally fall in.
His will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% gear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verses, dude, is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard him with that stock.
But I know some places they do say you do.